Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Welcome to another video from Stepping Towards Liberation Group. Today's topic is why we see more crowds on festivals and not that much crowd on the other days. So it may be observed in other religious communities also, but for example, we will take Hindu temples for this discussion. So if you are a Hindu, you know that there are so many festivals in Hindu religion. Every festival is very important, but just to mention a few, Mahashivaratri, Sri Krishna Janmashtami, Sri Ramanavami, Dasara, and these kind of things are very sacred, and people, most of the people, most of the Hindus, they will try to visit some temple and get blessings. So let's discuss the topic with some points. So if anybody visit temple on Mahashivratri, most of the devotees will be experiencing the same thing what I experience. I find very difficult to get a parking lot, and I see so much crowd. It is good to see a lot of crowd, and we have to wait for a long time to get a darshan, and then we have to come out. So whenever I visit a temple on Shivaratri or Sri Krishna Janmashtami, I think that so many cars are here today, and how many of these cars will come back tomorrow or next week? It's very few. So why is that happening? And let's discuss that. We are not commenting anyone who is not going to temples every day or every weekly once or twice or whatever. We are just discussing how we can improve so that we can make some good progress. Okay, so the first point is more crowds on Shivaratri, etc. And we can compare that with daily visiting temples. So what is to be discussed here is visiting a temple on Shivaratri is good, but visiting a temple even other day is also good, and it will help us to make a good progress. Okay, it's good that Shivaratri day is having so much of importance, and we get so many credits, so much credit if you go and visit the temple on that day. But even the other days also, if you make a visit, it will make a huge difference, and you will make a good progress. That's what we will discuss now. How that is. Okay, so the second point is just to repeat the same thing. Like we see almost full parking lot on the festival days and almost nil on the other days. So hardly some 5 6 days or 10 days in a calendar year, we see the parking lot almost full, and most of the other days will be almost nil. So that is what we usually see in any city or any community. Okay. So now we will go a little detail, and we'll see how visiting to the temple even on the other days will help an individual. Okay, that is the topic now. Just to recap and quickly understand the same point again. If you take Kartik month, there are some 4 to 5 weeks of week Mondays. We see so many people attending that Shiva Abhishekam on those Mondays. The next month, once that Kartik month is over, we don't see that many people coming and attending the Shiva Rudrabhishekam. But the temples are conducting, I think most of the temples, I'm not telling every temple, in any Shiva temple, most of the temples, I'm just telling, there will be some Rudrabhishekam happening on Monday evening or mornings. The people who attend that Rudrabhishekam in Kartik month is very huge compared to other Mondays. So I'm just giving an example just to compare when people will come more and when people will not come. Okay, just to make a point and to make it clear. Okay. Now we will discuss on how visiting the temple even on the other days will help us. Suppose anybody in this world, if they have any problem and if they want to go and ask help of anybody, it is definitely not easy. Okay. So if I have some problem, if I want to take help of somebody, I will be little hesitant. If not only me, anybody who is having a problem, they will be little hesitant to ask a person help, but they will definitely ask. They have to ask help to get this problem resolved. That is good for them. Now assume that you have a problem. A family or a person is having a problem. Then somebody will tell you have a problem in your life right now you are facing. Better you go to a temple, visit a temple, and do something there. Do some ritual or do some puja or do something and come back. This person will go and he will do that. There is nothing to feel bad because you are going to the Lord, Supreme Lord, and asking for help. It is good. Okay. So he will come back. Suppose his problem is resolved. He will come back and maybe he will be busy with his regular activity again. Till he hits any other problem, he will not be much focused to go to the temple or do something, some activity. Maybe I'm not telling everyone, but I'm just taking an example. Suppose the same person came back with the same person encountered some other issue after 4 months or 5 months. Again, somebody will suggest, why don't you visit a temple and do some remedy? He will go because there is a problem. He has to fix it. So he will go and he will do something, and then his problem will be solved. So, so this person, what he is doing is, whenever he has a problem, he is going and asking help, and he is getting it resolved. And there is one more very sacred day, very important day, which has very good credits if somebody visit temple on that day, and somebody will come and tell. Did you go to a temple yesterday? No, he will tell no. Oh, yesterday was a very important day, you missed it. Then this person will think, oh, I should have gone yesterday. Okay, let me try next time. Some other day, which is important day, I'll go and see the temple, visit the temple. Okay. So, so the basically what we are discussing about this person is he is trying to focus some important days or the days where he had a problem. So when he has a problem, he is going, or he wanted to get some good credits on some auspicious days, go and visit temple and come back. Okay. Take any other person. That person, he will regularly go to temple. Every day after his work is done, he will just go visit the temple and just pray something or do some, just sit some few minutes, and as a courtesy he will just pray to God, say that thank you so much, I am off from my work, or some small prayer he will do, or whatever it is, or he will just visit the temple and come back. That is what his activity every day. So when you compare the second person with the first person, there is a very less chances that the second person will lose any auspicious day visiting temple, will miss, sorry, not losing, will miss visiting to the temple on auspicious day, because for him it doesn't matter whether it is an auspicious day or it is a non-auspicious day. He will make a visit every day. So the benefit for the second person is he will not miss any important dates. That is the first benefit. Number two is, suppose this person is second person, he will keep attending some rituals or whatever is happening at the temple, and it is very common for him to go and sit in any event or do some puja or whatever it is. Suppose this person, second person, will have some problem, and he will directly go to the temple and he will do his regular activity. It is not that he has to schedule a puja or something and he has to go and do it for his remedy, because it is part of his routine. So what we are trying to discuss here is these two, the first person and second person are the examples for us to discuss. Suppose there is another person, third person. He will feel very bad if you want to go and ask any help. Okay. So that person had got some problem, and he will have to go to temple or he will go and do something to get the thing resolved, and he will have some hesitation. So only because I have a problem, I am going there. It doesn't look good. So I should have gone every day so that this problem would not have come to me, right? Maybe there is a possibility that problem may be reduced, or maybe I should have not been in this kind of situation. So he may be thinking like that. So the third person is the important person we have to discuss. So if you are regularly visiting the temple and if you have some problem someday, you don't feel bad or you don't feel like any hesitation, because it's a routine for you just to go and visit a temple and to tell God what are your things, and then come back. So automatically in the day where you are going to suffer also, you are going to do the same thing, and your suffering also will be reduced to a very good level. Okay, your suffering will come down because God's grace is on you. So that way it helps. So I think we can stop it there, because if we keep discussing that, it's so much to discuss there. So what basically what we are doing, what we are concluding that in this topic is, if you want to go and ask some help to anyone, definitely everybody will feel bad. To reduce that feeling bad, you don't necessarily go and ask only when you have problem. You keep going and asking, and you do some work there or whatever it is. You just be in touch with that same person every day. Then it's easy for you to approach that same person. And even if you have any problem also, it is not necessary that you have to go and tell that person that you have some problem, because you would have given the clue that you may be getting a problem a week or 10 days before itself. Okay, then that person himself may ask you, so what happened? What happened to that thing? So you told that you may be having some issue in another week or 10 days. So what is happened? Is it okay? Is it resolved, or you need some help? See the beauty of that. So that person, the opposite person himself is asking this person, are you having any issue? And and this person also will casually tell. Okay, it is not that he has to open that mouth on that day only. He will tell casually, yes, I just as you I told you, it did not work well, so I have a little bit problem. I think I might need a helper. Yeah, I think I am having some issue, like that. If you tell, if that person tell, the opposite person will immediately jump in and he will help, and he will get it resolved. He will make sure that the problem is not there, because this person is seeing him regularly, and he is sharing the things whatever is happening to him. And so it is not that he is protecting that person because he is in a bad situation, because he's in constant touch every day. He's coming and discussing whatever it is happening. So when the problem happens, it will be resolved without any difficult situation, without any kind of tough situation this second person is handling, because this the person who is going every day is in constant touch with that person, and he is getting regular updates what is happening, and any problem is there immediately without the person's knowledge, and the other person is resolving the issues. So the help in this thing is big help is he don't need to hesitate to ask any help, because the opposite person is automatically understanding that there is some problem, you are getting some problem, and then he is helping. And even if he suppose there might be a situation like the person may not be aware of that issue, or he would have forgotten that you are having some issue, and he would have forgotten to ask you. You also, as a person who is regularly visiting, you will open up and tell that person, sir, please, actually I told you last couple of weeks, right? There looks like there is something coming up, but it did not happen. I am having some little bit problem. You will share that information not with hesitation. That is just your casual talk with that person, wherein you don't need to hesitate, and that hesitation is gone means it's a big relief for you, for me, or anyone. So that is the beauty of keeping in constant touch with any person. Suppose I'm just talking about a person, common person. If he is a supreme lord, if you are in constant touch with him every day, visiting a temple or visiting any place where there is some worship or something going on, or some activity going on, so God's blessings are always there with us. The beauty of that is you will be getting help from God without your knowledge. That is the beauty of the bhakti. Okay. So, just to conclude, let's try to visit the temple whatever possible days. Some people maybe where the temple is very close by and they can make a visit every day, or some people 2 3 days in a week, or some people are very far from the temple, make at least weekly once visit or something. Keep it as a regular routine, which will help. Okay. What I feel is like if any temple is nearby within 5 minutes of your distance of your house, make a visit every day. If not, it's okay. Not don't take too much stress. At least visit weekly once. That is, I feel that at least weekly once you should be in touch with the Supreme Lord, which is okay. If not every day or every 2 3 days once. So keep it. Try to do like that. It will really help. And I'm also trying the same thing. So I wish the people who see this video or who watch this will have some idea or will have some information like what is the benefit of visiting a temple on a daily basis or a weekly once or regular basis compared to visiting the temples only on the auspicious days. Okay, just to cover the last point, I just wanted to show you a quick glimpse of that schedule. It is from one of our document. I just wanted to show and then take it off. If anybody is interested, they can just pause the video there and they can look into the content. And I wanted to show only the one point which I wrote in that sheet, in that document, which is helpful. Okay. So this is the thing which we wrote. So the main thing is visit any temple 6 to 7 p.m. If you, I am just marking this. So if you see this schedule, it's very beautiful. Okay. So if a person follows this, it's a real, it will make a huge difference in their life. Okay. But what I'm suggesting is just try to be positive and try to do as much as possible you can do in your life spiritually. Material things will be taken care automatically if you are spiritually inclined. Okay. So, but try to work hard and make sure that we do something other than our work, which is very important, very much necessary, because any day may be a last day for us. I wish and hope everybody in this world live 100 years and try to do their best in their life. Okay, so let's conclude the video. So not only auspicious days visiting the temples, try to go and visit temples other days also, which is good. And one more thing I would like to mention is if you go and visit the temples, it is good for the temple. It means the people who are priests there will get some encouragement also. And if they see some crowd or some devotees, even the person who is doing a ritual will get inspired. Okay. The main thing is it is not that temple is getting benefit from you. And always remember one thing, if you make a visit to the temple, it is benefit for you or the person who is visiting the temple. So there are so many things involved when you go to the temple. How it helps, it's a, we cannot give any assessment, we cannot do any assessment. Okay. The Supreme Lord's grace is with you. That's all. When that grace will help you and how it will protect you, it is a different thing, difficult thing to analyze or it is out of our head. Don't think too much. Try to visit the temples, if not daily, at least weekly, twice or thrice, or weekly once. At least weekly once. That is what I feel like, which is a good way of keeping in touch with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So let's wish and hope this video will help. Hari Om.